Hello, this is Michelangelo Hamilton, owner and founder of Max Tropical Weather Blog, here today on June 19, 2014, today at 5 p.m. Today we are celebrating our anniversary birthday of Max Tropical Weather Blog for the first year of operation. We will discuss various weather topics, including from the Atlantic Basin to the southeastern United States. And the main topic right now here is in South Florida, with a interesting area of showers and thunderstorms causing some heavy precipitation and also some heavy winds being recorded. Now, what we're seeing here, we saw a few gusty squalls come by. This is probably regular rain, what we're seeing here. Well, let's begin here. We're getting connected to our weather chat, which is maxtropicalweather.shatango.com. Let's get this going. Well, in the meantime, we can discuss the various showers and thunderstorms associated with an area of low pressure off the Florida coast. Now, with this system, the disturbance by Florida, exactly, Super Typhoon Haiyan. Thank you for providing that commentary. That is what is giving us the rain. Correct. It's not something far off Cuba, exactly. We would like you to click the link and Super Typhoon Haiyan and listen on Max Tropical Weather Blog. Let me know when you have did that. Correct. It's not something far. So let's evaluate this area of low pressure in the Atlantic next to the Florida coast. That is what's bringing the rainfall in the area, and we'll be giving you the latest out of Max Tropical Weather Blog on this area of low pressure that is affecting Florida at the time. According to recent information provided, this area is moving east. Should we look forward to this area to move away? What do you think of Typhoon Haiyan, Super Typhoon Haiyan? Are you all live with us? Are we live? So, showers and thunderstorms are crossing across Broward County at the time. A significant weather advisory was issued for Miami-Dade, Broward, and the metropolitan areas. And we're taking a look at that. So, a special statement issued at 4:48 p.m. for Miami-Dade, southwestern coastal Broward and metropolitan areas in Miami-Dade until 5:15, which has 1 minute left to expire. Okay, so we're going to ask for the opinion from the audience. We're doing a one-on-one here with Super Typhoon Haiyan, and we are talking to her via shatango.com or on our main weather chat. Okay. So, the National Hurricane Center recently took a look at the area 75 miles east of the east central coast of Florida, and that's what is affecting Florida at this time. And taking a look at the latest satellite imagery from the National Hurricane Center, it suggested a little bit of some showers and thunderstorms associated with the low level pressure. Okay. Okay. So, Super Typhoon Haiyan. Okay, we see the area near Cuba. And yes, exactly, it's moving east-northeast. That was one of the solutions the GFS was giving, and we do understand it's not over Florida, absolutely. That area that you mentioned as well, the area east of the coast of Florida, we are beginning to monitor it, and we will publish a post about that area very shortly. And also, there's something to notice on the Rainbow Loop. Look at a tropical wave a little bit east of the Leeward Islands. Do you see that, Typhoon Haiyan? Super Typhoon Haiyan, my apologies. Yes, the area east of Florida is not really looking healthy, but it's providing a lot of showers and thunderstorms for South Florida, and very little convection in the center you mentioned. However, most of the convection is pouring down on us very hard. So, can you hear us, Super Typhoon Haiyan? Right. Yes, that is correct. They usually don't form that far out in the year, but it looks like it will be entering. Looks like it's curving away from the Caribbean Sea at the time, but it has some convection going on there, east of the Leeward Islands. But that area near Cuba we were monitoring, over Cuba, is firing up in convection again. It's going over land, so I don't know how much convection will that last for. But once it gets past Cuba, the wind shear is lower, and it might form. It could form. Okay. Okay. I'll take that suggestion. It will counter wind shear pretty soon. What area you are particularly talking about? The one over Cuba? Okay, the one near the Leeward Islands. Okay, yes, that will absolutely be sheared apart with dry air, and the wind shear is not favorable for any tropical cyclone formation anytime soon. Yes, there's a lot of wind shear over there, exactly. But if we take a look at the wind shear map provided by CIMSS, we can see that the wind shear on the east coast of Florida is very low. It's like about, taking a look, maybe 10 knots wind shear. But this area over Cuba, if you would like to notice on the wind shear map I'm about to send to you, and do you hear that? That's the convection going on in the thunderstorms. But anyways, I'm sending you the wind shear map, and if you can notice, if you like to notice, is that the wind shear north of Cuba is somewhat favorable for tropical cyclone formation. Wind shear is very low, and that area east of Cuba, east of Florida, I should say, is looking pretty okay. Very little convection, but convection is going on land, and that's not really, helping the circulation of spin. So that might not be a threat at the time, but that area of Cuba, once it hits the lower wind shear, okay, it should be there. Yes, it's looking crappy now, in quote, because it's over a height about a wind shear. It's moving northeast like we both agreed, and it will encounter some more advantageous conditions in terms of wind shear over the next 24 hours, so it might be something to watch. However, you never know, and this thing might not develop at all. Currently, we're taking a look at the computer models, and we're going to take a look at that later on. But really, what we're monitoring is the Western Atlantic. We're taking a look at that area over Cuba, has some convection. But what do you think? It does look, quote, crappy right now, but that's because it's in higher wind shear. There's an upper level low. Yes, there is. And that most likely will inhibit development, if I'm correct. Hurricane tornado. Is that correct? Is that what you suggested? Correct. A few hundred miles is another upper level low, but usually upper level lows inhibit development. Both will. Okay. So both areas are not really advantageous. Yes, they're not really going to develop. The first one off the coast of Florida, yes, is providing showers and thunderstorms, but basically it's already making landfall. The one over Cuba is basically making the landfall. If it goes into, if it crosses Cuba, there's another upper level low, like you mentioned, and that would inhibit development. Correct. Okay. Alright, so let's finish up our discussion of the current tropical activity. I don't know if you would like to exactly. I don't know if you'd like to revise your forecast before we publish it with this new data coming in. Would you like to revise your forecast? No, you would not like to revise the forecast. You would like us to publish it, correct? you, you're still on the 30% chance of tropical cyclone formation from the area off the East Coast. Okay, so you are revising it down to 10%, correct? And that is within 24 and 48 hours, correct? Within the next 24 or 48 hours. Yes, 10% chance of becoming a tropical cyclone within the next 48 hours. And what is the percentage? 5 days. Okay, so you are saying your forecast is a 10% chance of becoming a tropical system within the next 48 hours in the next 5 days. Very good. So, yes, with that new information coming in, it is wise to make revisions to that forecast. There will be no tropical activity in that area, is what you're suggesting, and I absolutely agree with that statement. So we will publish your post on this tropical area, this area off the east coast of Florida, and I agree it should be 10%. The National Hurricane Center is giving it a 0% chance of tropical cyclone formation within the next 48 hours in the next 5 days. But it should be an interesting area to watch since it is has some convection, it's making landfall currently at this time. So if anything were to form, it probably wouldn't. There's an upper level low, and it's moving due east. If I'm correct, it was moving due east, and it's moving away from Florida. So maybe it's moving like a southeast and then an east northeast case. If I'm correct. Okay, thank you for the suggestion. We will take a look at the computer models for the Central Atlantic. Let's get to it. So yes, correct. Nothing in the tropics right now. Let me pull that up for you. By the end of this 11 minutes, by the end of half of this hour, we will publish your post, and then we'll discuss about the models currently now. Just post them, okay. All right. We will do that while we look at the models. Okay. So, we're looking at the computer models. We would also like to take a note out to all of our listeners and viewers. We are attributing all of Tropical Tennis computer models. We're giving them credit for the models. We had a concern from someone stating that we were stealing their models. We were not. We were using them, and for our forecast, we were showing the area that the computer models were suggesting. We were not claiming it was ours or nothing of that matter. Just like to say that to whoever made that comment that day. Now taking a look at the forecast models for that area, that region, the Central Atlantic Ocean. Correct. We'll take a look at the GFS right now. The latest run, A2Z run. And let's see how far has that gone. That run has not gone far. So we're going to take a look at the 12Z run. We're going to post it in our live chat as well as all of the model runs and whatnot. What we're taking a look at currently. Also, I'd like to point out that the rain is letting up. It's calming down a little bit. Okay, so we're getting the Western Atlantic Ocean. We're putting it on loop. Okay. Okay, we just received a very powerful thunderstorm. It almost knocked out our light, a lightly strike. And moving forward, considering that the internet is still on and it is off. And it is off, folks. We're going to contingency plan number 2 in case of events like this. Oh, it's back on. Okay, rerouting. Okay. We are going back towards it. Okay, we are okay. The light did not completely go out. Okay. Okay, now our internet is not working. That's, okay, unfortunate. Okay, at least we got the model run up and running before it went down. I don't believe the live shot will update as well, so you're just going to have to bear with me here. Our broadcast will remain live since it's not dependent on our other Wi-Fi source. The broadcast will remain live as a part of our contingency plan, but I will not be able to make comments. Yes, I will not be able to make comments. So if you're still with me, take a listen on what we have on this area. Okay. I believe the models have not really loaded, so let's go back to our contingency plan, and we'll be back, folks, and we'll have a nice updated internet source. We'll be back within the next 2 to 3 minutes, and after that, that would be the halfway through this live chat event. And we will continue talking about the Central Atlantic and the Western Atlantic as well. Thank you. Please remain online. Okay, we are back. And we have 5 minutes left before the half end of the break. Yes, we are back online. That is absolutely great. So let's get those models up and running once again. And we'll get our shot up and running again. Reloading.
What's your food? No.
Okay, so let's analyze the computer models, and let's go back here. Okay. What areas are showing tropical development in the computer models? That is an absolutely great question. Okay, you wanted to talk about how hurricanes begin. We could talk about that in the next half of the segment. But let's try to finish off here with the models. So the models are really not showing anything for me. It takes that area from Cuba, I don't know, moves it northwest, or something from the Central Caribbean, moves it westward into the Gulf of Mexico. Just that development. I don't see no low pressure areas anywhere. All through the run, I don't see no areas, no hurricanes hitting, nothing in the computer models. So that is good news. Nothing is showing up in the GFS model. So let's go back to the mesoscale models that was showing a tropical cyclone forming off the Florida coast. Do you hear me, Hurricane Tornado? Or we are back online today. Okay, and for our area, we were under some type of weather advisory associated with that area off the coast of Florida. Now we're under a flood advisory. Yes, a lot of heavy rainfall in Broward County from the 27 corridor all the way to the coast of Fort Lauderdale to the greater Miami area. This advisory will expire at 6:45. Heavy rain due to thunderstorms caused minor flooding in this advisory. Okay. So let's take a look at the latest model we're on of the mesoscale model that was developing the system. So let's take a look at that. If it will allow me to. Yes, it will. Let's put this on loop. And then we'll see what is going on. Okay, it takes something. Let's see, I don't see no tropical cyclone yet. Okay, 2012 millibar, 2011, 2013, 2014 millibar. 2010, 2018, 2014, okay, 2010 millibar. And basically, we went through the updated model run. It really doesn't develop a solid tropical cyclone, and we will give you the link. Let's copy and paste that for you. We'll give you the entire loop for you to look at as well. So, as I was saying, it's showing the tropical cyclone or some type of low pressure area off the coast of Florida. Next day or so, it has many debits, I should say. It shows a closed circulation and an open, closed and open. It's an on and off cycle of which a close level circulation is occurring. So it's really not a tropical cyclone that the models are predicting at this time. Any thoughts on that? And we have 20 seconds left. And thank you, and we will go get back to you guys in the next half of an hour. We'll be back at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard to continue this conversation. Thank you, and F2WE is your place for tropical weather.